Hey everybody, it's Royal Ruby. I just wanted to shoot a quick video for everybody. Let you see what I do at Christmas time. I don't go to a lot of expense. I don't go broke at Christmas. I want everybody to know that you can enjoy Christmas at the holidays without spending a lot of money and without going broke. You can actually have fun. Christmas shouldn't be like that, you know? I'm sorry. I just don't feel like Christmas should be all about gifts, giving, and going into debt. Christmas should be about celebrating the birth of Jesus Christ, number one, and celebrating your family together. Because you know what? You don't know if you have that day tomorrow. You're not guaranteed that day tomorrow. This Christmas I'm celebrating without my mother. I would have never dreamt, that I would be having this Christmas without my mother, but I am. So the things that matter most are family and friends. And celebrating the holidays should not be all about impressing people so you have the most beautiful decorations. I live in a tiny house, so obviously I'm limited to what I can do. But I really feel strongly that everything's changed for me, I have a whole new idea of how to celebrate the holidays and how to enjoy the holidays. Like, I have more space now, even though it's a tiny house. I have more space to walk around and entertain because I've learned how to reduce the amount of stuff. Just enjoy your home with your family and put a few pieces around here and there just so it's obviously, celebratory, it's, enjoyable, it makes you feel, festive. But you don't have to go broke doing that. You don't have to go out and buy a whole bunch of Christmas presents. Just get a few things, that people would love and really enjoy. Put some thought into it. Maybe even make it yourself. Like I make cookies. I bake cookies for people and I give them to them. And I know that they appreciate them because they know my heart went into it. It took me time to do that. And that doesn't cost a lot. So I'm going to give you a tour of my tiny house so you can see the simplicity of my house. And it still has, it says to you it's the holidays, but it's not overdone. It's just done, less is more. That's the way we live our lives now. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for stopping by today at my little tiny house. Enjoy. Welcome to my sea cottage, my tiny house by the sea. And today you're going to take a quick little tour of my tiny house and just to see some budget-friendly decorating ideas for Christmas. So here we go. Oh, and look who we have here. Teddy is welcoming us. Thank you, Ted, for being such a good little host. Merry Christmas to you too. What makes this house appear a lot larger is I have these high ceilings, which really helps. But this original part of the house is only 780 square feet. And this was the original side before I did the addition. And I lived in this the way it is before we did the remodel for about a year. So yeah, it's a very tiny area here. But you know what? When you use simple ideas, you can decorate for Christmas in a small space. This tree is over 40 years old and it's been in my family for a long time. It's a Douglas fir, 5-foot artificial tree. Most of my decorations are nautical. You can see I do have my little camper on here. Some really interesting ornaments, but these are all older ornaments. This year I didn't purchase anything new for decorating except for a few lights outside. This crab is pretty cool. And when you live at the beach, you can find some really cool, like there's a blue, I think that's a white egret. Some lighthouses. There's an octopus. Snowmen, fish. These are pretty cool. sailboats. And they all say, this one says Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Some of them say Bethany Beach, Delaware. And then, of course, you got your cruise ship. Oh, this is cool. This is a sea turtle. And these are from a company called Ballard Designs, and they're actual mother of pearl. I have like 6 of them. They're one of my favorite ornaments. And this is cute. It's a little sand bucket. Some handmade decorations that my kids made for me. And this angel at the top is from a convent in Valley Forge. She's over 38 years old. So yeah, my decorations are all older. Back here we have our stockings because we do not have a fireplace in our tiny house. And we have some really cool little, like this little sleeping cat. It's one of my faves. A few little ornaments. And then up at the top, that's my mom's ashes next to Santa. And this is my first Christmas without my mother. So it's going to be a tough one. And you could do the same thing when you're decorating your vans, your little homes, because you can add a few things and make it look Christmassy. You can add a little bit of red, some fairy lights that are red. That's what I do in my van, in my Ruby van. And over here I have a few cardinals that light up at night. They're on a timer. A little plate with usually has cookies or candy. They ate it all, obviously. You can add a few bows to your lamps, a few bows to your shelves. Yeah, it doesn't take a lot. So this very small space, you know, you can also add some pillows like I did here. Home for Christmas. And then over here I have the Mary pillow. This is our tiny house foyer. And I just put some stockings and some, in the bottom here I have Santa with his little sled and Rudolph. And then I had a really pretty card that I got that I just wanted to display. And over here in the kitchen, I didn't do a lot over here. I do have our Christmas calendar, Santa calendar. The kids move the mitten for every day as we get closer to Christmas. And then down here I have my snowman, who normally does talk, but I take the battery out because he's very annoying. And I have a swag above the door. In the kitchen, I don't do much. All I did this year is my mother had a little Santa and Mrs. Claus that she kept on her windowsill in her kitchen. I put that there, it lights up, and then I put her little snowman that she had on her windowsill. I used that. She had a whole room full of decorations, but I just could not utilize all of her stuff in my tiny house. Then on my island, I just have a real simple little candle ring with a battery-powered candle and some assorted nuts. So now we'll go in here to the sunroom. Now this was the addition that I did on the tiny house, and it gave me a little bit more space, but I wanted a sunroom because I love the sun, and I wanted to be able to enjoy the beautiful views of the pond in front of the house. And I have a little sun deck so that I could sit out in the summertime. Of course, I put a wreath on the door. These are my little Santas. This Santa was from when I was little. I mean, that's pretty old. And then here I have another Santa, which has a singing, it sings, "We wish you a Merry Christmas," but I don't have the battery in right now. And here we have my menorah and Jesus, both representing for Christmas. And my TV went out on me, the one hanging on the wall. So we're replacing it on Sunday of this week, but we had to put in another TV temporarily. So My nativity scene was on this buffet table, but because we had to put this TV here, we had to move it. So I just draped this pretty red cloth over my buffet. And you can see I use a lot of these beads. I think they're so pretty against the red. And I just, put a little candle ring here with one of the battery operated candles on one side, and then I have a nativity plate on this side. And these nativity plates, here's another one back here that I wanted to show you. These are hand painted porcelain. They have little stands that they come with, and you just sit them up wherever you want them. And this is my hand painted nativity, porcelain nativity scene from Home Interiors and Gifts, which I used to sell the product, and this was the one thing that I didn't part with. This is almost 35 years old. The only thing that happened to it is baby Jesus lost his thumb. I'm really sad about that, but other than that, I managed to keep it unbroken for 35 years, so that's quite an accomplishment. Here's my pencil tree, which kind of fits snugly into that corner, and I just put some lights. The lights came on it. I just put some beads and some ribbon. All you have to do is just go through your decorations and see what you have. Like if you have any ribbon, throw some ribbon on it. This tree topper was my mom's. That was what she used to use on her Christmas tree, so I incorporated that. And then back here I have a sofa table. I just added a bowl of balls with a few glass porcelain houses. And that's about it. I mean, I didn't do a whole lot in this room, but just enough. Like I added the splashes of red, because I have the red recliner over here. And I also have red in this picture back here. So I incorporated red in my ribbons on my sconces that I added, and also incorporated the red with the cloth. So it all kind of, flowed together. So that's about all I do, guys. Not a whole lot. Ted likes it on the ottoman. He sits there because he can see out the window. So that's it, guys. And it's easy, it's inexpensive, it's not expensive when you use what you have from the years before. And all you have to do to make it interesting is just change it a little bit. Just put it in a different spot, relocate it, rework it. And, you could set it all up and make it look like it's all new. And all I spent this year was I bought a few multicolored lights for outside, because I always usually use white lights, but my mother always loved the multicolored lights, and I never used them. And I thought, well, to celebrate her, I'm going to incorporate some of those into my outside decorating. So that's all I bought, was I think it was 4 boxes of lights this year. You can decorate on a dime. You really can. You just have to learn to use what you already have. Go into your creativity, side, and maybe make some ribbons. I have a ribbon maker that I use. I paint things. I just use a lot of color. Now over here, I want to show you one of my ideas. Now, I didn't put it on my tree this year, but it's this bowl of balls here. I'm going to show you these because it's kind of interesting what I did. Now, I added these balls, but what's inside here are seashells that I painted one year. And you can see I have the little string on that I attached to the tree with. They're seashells that I picked up from the beach. I painted them silver with a little glitter, and I hung all these on my tree one year, and it looked really cool. This year I didn't hang them, but you can see I have scallop shells. I have all kinds of shells. But I just, instead of using them on my tree this year, I just had these balls already, and I just put them in with those. And I think they look really pretty there. But see, that's the kind of stuff you can do, and it's inexpensive. And you can create a whole different look. And then I have candles. This was my mom's candles. This was a Dollar Tree candle. These burn longer than anything else you could ever buy, Yankee or Village. This thing still has wax in it, and I've been burning it forever. And I don't usually use a lot of candles. I usually use the battery candles because they're safer and they don't give you that sooty black soot all over your house. So yeah, you can decorate and make your home beautiful for cheap, for inexpensive. This is the end of my tiny house tour. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you guys enjoy your week this week. Today is Tuesday, December 5th. Getting closer to Christmas, guys. 20 more shopping days, or what, 24 more shopping days till Christmas. So don't turn this Christmas into a big expensive ordeal. Just keep it simple, guys. KISS. I'll see you down the road. God bless you.